Hello everyone, Flash and Ocean here, back for another reaction to Star vs. the Forces of Evil. And for those of you watching live, I am so sorry about the unscheduled break. I have no excuses. But I'm back, and I have no plans to do that again anytime soon, so hopefully we can get at least a couple months without an unscheduled break. Right? Sure. Regardless, Star vs. Where did we leave off? Eclipse is free, and Glossaric is brain dead, and Marco is on Earth while Star is on Muni, and I feel like there was an episode in there that I forgot, because we had the hoodie thing, we had Glossaric coming back, we had Eclipse right after that. There's one in the middle there that I can't quite remember. So I'm going to look at the titles and see what it was. It was... Oh, right, the club snubbed one with Tom. Yeah, okay. We skipped... There was a skip in between those two. Okay. I mean, sure. That one was pretty interesting. Anyways, let's move on to the current set of episodes that we're going through. So, we have Demoncism, like exorcism. Okay, Ponyhead... let's not look at the list too much, but okay, I know what characters are involved now, so it is Tom, that's fine. Sophomore Slump. Ooh, that's interesting, because that phrase is usually used to describe a period of time in a TV show where it undergoes a dip in quality. Oh shit, what's going on out there? Seasonal rot usually refers to like a consistent drop in quality, while a sophomore slump refers to just like, okay, there was this one season in particular where things went to shit, and then after that it went back to normal. Usually because they changed things up right in there. Like Ruby kind of had a sophomore slump, in my opinion, in Volume 4. A lot of other people say it's just plain seasonal rot. But I think, around Volume 6, definitely, the quality of Ruby was back up to where it was before, before Monty died, and, they changed up the animation and everything like that. Because, there were a lot of contributing factors to that slump in Volumes 4 and 5 of Ruby. As far as Star goes, I don't know about it having a sophomore slump. I heard it doesn't end well, according to most people. But in terms of, like, a dip in quality, I haven't felt it yet. So, I'm guessing this refers to something in-universe, not, the show itself. But I don't know what it could refer to, unless, like, they're starting their sophomore year, because it goes, for those of you who don't know about American school systems and their nicknames for high school years, it goes, freshman, then sophomore, then junior, and then senior. So, yeah. In this case, if the next school year starts up, that would be their sophomore year, I believe. Lint Catcher, I'm really not sure about that one. Like, that's weird. And Trial by Squire. I mean, that sounds interesting. It sounds like there's going to be some fighting in that one. Because it's a trial, and squires are like, apprentice knights, basically, I guess. Or night assistants. It depends on what content, on like which show or movie you're watching. Yeah, that sounds like it'll be cool. Yeah, so that's enough talking. Let's get to watching. Starting in 3, 2, 1. Well, that was certainly an interesting set to come back to. The first one, probably the least interesting one of these. It's just Tom's doing a exorcism thing, and it's not like it doesn't go the way it's supposed to, and this because Tom's body is just infested with demons instead of just having one. And then there's fucking Ponyhead's ex there, which, again, I hate that he shares my colors. I hate that, like, honestly, if I was to imagine what my avatar would look like in the Starversus universe, it would look just like that. And I hate it. Okay, maybe not just like that. It would look closer to Ponyhead, but still, it's kind of disconcerting. But yeah, I don't think that the way he was acting was because of the demonicism. It was more like a result of him going to work for corporate stuff. Because that's kind of what it does to you. During work hours, you do not have a personality. You do not interact with customers in an unprofessional way. You have to just spout the corporate lines and then pray that you don't lose your shit. At least that's how it seems to me. Anyways. So yeah, that one was probably the least of them. I will say this, as far as Tom, like, trying to remove his demons in order to become a better person, honestly, there's something to be said about the episode providing parallels for people who have to take medicine for their mental health issues in order to just be able to function normally. And how a lot of people say that, like, they shouldn't be doing that because the medicine changes who they are. But the fact is that if they don't take the medicine, they just can't function as a human being. Or at least as what society says a human being should be. So, like me personally, for my issues, if I could actually stand to swallow fucking pills, I'd be taking whatever fucking medicine they want to give me. Like, seriously. Sleeping pills or fucking mood regulating pills or fucking, like, anything. Just anything that would help with the issues. If I could actually stand to swallow pills, hell yes. As it stands, because I can't swallow pills, they'd need to make either a liquid or like a chewable gummy. I don't know. But, like, yeah, it kind of sucks. Because I'm just out here dealing with it on my own. And, yeah, it's not easy. It's not easy. So, yeah, I do kind of feel like Star talking Tom... Well, not really talking Tom out of it, but, like, assuring him that he's okay to not go through with this procedure, which would make him a better person. Albeit, you know, it would take a while, but, like... It's a guaranteed thing that he'd come out of it without his demons and being a better, more functional person. Like, I don't know, that just doesn't quite sit right with me. Because the fact is that Tom does have some serious anger management issues. And, like, yeah, I understand those issues. Trust me, I do. And, like, there are times when I'm like, my anger is justified. But there are also times where after the fact I'm like, ooh, no, it wasn't. It was not justified at all, and I acted like a piece of shit, and I really should not have done that. And if I could have anything be done to me to make it so that never happens again, I would do it. Alright? Like, I've lost jobs because of that. So, like, I definitely would take any kind of he were. So, yeah, no, that episode is probably the least of these, and the one that I don't hate it, but I do think it's just in general the most. Like, this isn't the first time that Starversus has had that kind of unfortunate implications about things, but it is one of the more noticeable ones. Okay. And then the second one, Sophomore Slump. Yeah, no, that one was fucking great. Marco and Jackie episode, basically. Mostly a Marco episode. And it ends with Jackie breaking up with him so that way he can go back to Muni where he wants to be. Like, that was actually a pretty cool episode. And Jackie was incredibly understanding and mature throughout it. I mean, she was there. She heard Star say that she had a crush on Marco, and like she knows that Marco likes her, or likes Star too, possibly, because, you know, he spends so much time with her. He went to Muni to help her, like yeah, no, like that was a pretty big deal that happened there, and the fact that Jackie was so mature about it was pretty cool. And yeah, I don't want to say anybody was in the right or the wrong with that situation, because like that's one of those situations where there is no easy answer. Marco wants to be on Muni, he wants to be with Star, he wants to have cool adventures and whatnot. And he has the ability to, because he has the dimensional scissors. If he had decided to leave without even telling anybody and just go to Muni and stay there, like, nobody would have been able to stop him. And, like, unless somebody from one of the other dimensions happened to come through looking for Marco in his home, the Diazes would have no way to follow. Because they wouldn't have any scissors, I don't think. And they wouldn't have a mirror to contact anybody with either. So, like, yeah, like, with that in mind, like, Marco was trying to, you know, suppress his own desires to live a normal, so that way he could live a more normal life and, like, be with the people that he has known all his life, which, fair enough, like, he probably, like, it's a case of, like, he wanted to go to Muni, but he also probably didn't want to leave everybody behind. But, like, the desire to go to Muni was stronger in general. Like, just I like the setup for the situation, and I like that at the end of it, like, yeah, Marco was annoying people, but they still don't necessarily want to see him go, but they also don't want him to be miserable here on Earth. So, like, yeah, like it was just a really, really good situation there. And then I loved Lintcatcher, because, like, it's such a it was such a crazy episode, such a perfect encapsulation of, like, yeah, a lot's changed. Star and Tom are hanging out now. They might. Like, Marco probably thinks they're dating because Star refuses to actually talk about her feelings. Eclipsa's free, and, like, Star's trying to just be a princess instead of, well, doing what she used to do and go on crazy adventures all the time. So, like, it's, seems like a pretty big deal, for Marco to just drop in on all that, and, like, yeah, I think it was handled pretty well in that regard. And I the only thing I don't like is that I kind of wanted Marco to stay with Sir Lavabo in the laundry, because, like, Marco's kind of a badass, and I feel like staying in the royal washroom there would have been it would have been pretty cool. It would have been great training for him. He would have probably earned a fair amount of respect in the kingdom. Like, yeah. And the fight with the lint catcher monster there, the lint monster itself, like that was pretty cool. I don't think that's how lint catchers really work. No, it really isn't how lint catchers work. But like, it's magical lint, so who fuck knows? But yeah. So other than the ending, that episode was probably one of my favorite. Probably, I don't know. Yeah, I think that's my favorite of the set right there. Is the third one. And the Trial by Squire one, like, that one was fun. Higgs. Higgs is kind of obnoxious. What else has she been? Has her actress been in? Don't recognize anything on the film list. How about on the television list? Anything? Nope. Ooh, 2 episodes, though, as Higgs, so we're going to get to see her again eventually. I imagine it's only a cameo. Oh, she was in Star Trek Lower Decks. That's pretty cool. I like that show. Can't wait for season 3. Okay, but yeah, another mention of like, oh, Marco is Star's boyfriend. No, he's not. Not right now, anyways. I like that the ridiculousness of the episode. It was a lot of fun after a bunch of serious stuff. And in that way, yeah, it provided a nice close here. Well, also, yeah, like I mentioned, kind of harkening back to the Flags episode, where Star learned her lesson about not getting caught up in ridiculous competitions, but Marco didn't, actually, now that I think about it. Yeah, like, I didn't recognize during the episode, like, but yeah, no, back during Flags, Marco did not learn his lesson, and in fact was the one who claimed the top. So, like, that was that actually is some pretty good consistency with characterization there, where Marco gets caught up in this crazy competition that he doesn't need to, and Star looks at it as being ridiculous and eventually helps him realize that. So, like, I kind of hope moving forward we don't have a repeat of this episode. You know? That being said, I kind of hope we do get a chance for Marco to prove himself to Higgs. Because, yeah, she's kind of obnoxious, but in a way that I can appreciate. Like, it was, every time, it was funny. Like, obnoxious, but funny. I kind of want Marco to prove himself, and not necessarily punch her in the face, but, like, just earn her respect. Like, straight up. With no resentment afterwards. And yeah, good to see Questby again. We learned the names of some of the knights there. Specifically the one that, the big guy was squiring for. I forget what her name was. Fuck. No, it probably doesn't matter, but yeah, it was the knight who was making fun of Marco in the previous episode, and who caught him. Like, she is... We learned her name, but I didn't remember what it was. So yeah, I mean, it was a pretty good fun set. First one was probably the worst. Third one is my favorite. Yeah, just all around a good thing to come back to. Okay, that was actually a lot of talking. Like, that was longer than... I feel like that week break really did me some good, because that was more talking and more natural talking than I've had on a lot of the last few previous reactions. So yeah. In any case, that was Star Versus Season 3, Episodes 7 and 8. Parts A and B on both. Let's just end it here, I think. I don't think I have anything else to say. I think we're all good. Got my opinions on the episodes out of the way. Yeah, okay. Well, in that case, I will see all of you in the next set whenever you decide to watch it, whether it's right away when it comes out or if you're watching it later on. I don't care. I don't know. They'll all be in a playlist. They'll all be linked together. It'll all be good. I will see you then. Bye-bye. Really? Really? What the fuck is this? You see what I have to deal with where I live at? Like, what the fuck even is that? Obnoxious is what it is. Jesus. Yeah, I totally made the right decision to leave that in. And now the sirens. Oh my god! Am I gonna be able to end this episode anytime soon? What the fuck? It's like the universe is conspiring against me! Come on! Okay, we're good. Bye.